Welcome to the Republika Srpska. Welcome to the beautiful old town on the river Drina, Visegrad. Welcome to the bridge over the river Drina. There are not too many towns that are featured in songs because of their beauty. There are even less who had as a fellow citizen the Nobel Prize winner Ivo Andrić. It's also not often that a spiritual place like the Dobrum Monastery welcomes guests into their sanctuary. Visegrad is a unique town with a bridge symbol, the authentic bridge Ćuprija from the UNESCO World Heritage List. It's a town with a magical combination given to it by God and nature, but made by human intellect and hands. At the center of happenings in Visegrad is the bridge over the river Drina. This beautiful bridge is the creation of Grand Vizier Mehmed Pasha Sokolović. He was amongst the many Serb children who were taken by the Turks known as a tribute in blood, taken from their families across the river Drina. Because of his abilities, Mehmed Pasha Sokolović eventually became imperial vizier. Mehmed Pasha Sokolović, at the height of his power and glory, remembered his birthplace, and the Drina and the time when he was taken as a child to Constantinople, today's Istanbul. The building of the bridge over the river Drina was preceded over by an architect from the Turkish Empire called Mimar Sinan. The building of the bridge lasted from 1571 to 1577. The bridge over Drina is imposing with its greatness, style and technical sophistication. It is a masterpiece of Middle Age architecture. This bridge is the most significant cultural and historical monument in both the Republika Srpska and Bosnia and Herzegovina. The bridge has 11 arches with a slight upsurge toward the middle and a descending ramp on the left side. Above the arches along the entire length is the bridge fence. The total length of the bridge is 180 meters. The height is about 15 meters and 40 centimeters. The bridge is about 6 meters wide. The bridge is built out of a special stone, cedra, taken from Maidan near the Visegrad bath. Above the sixth pillar, there are extensions on both sides. From the right side, there is a cobbled wall with 2 embedded plates with a rhyme written in Arabic by the poet Nihadi about the creator of this famous building. The upper inscription is older and written in 1571-72 and the lower one in 1577-78. At the approaching ramp on the left riverbank, there are 3 openings finished with caved-in arches. At the middle of the bridge is a built-in sofa intended for travelers and passers-by to rest. Across the sofa is placed cobbled plate. During its existence, the bridge suffered many devastations and repairs. The devastation of one arch in the Middle Ages, one repair in 1873, and devastation after a huge flood of the Drina in 1896, when the entire bridge was underwater. In 1914, 2 arches and a vault leaning on the arches were destroyed, and in 1943, 4 pillars were destroyed by mining. The complete reconstruction of the bridge was carried out between 1949 and 1952. The Commission for the Protection of National Monuments in Bosnia and Herzegovina proclaimed the bridge over the river Drina as a national monument, and it's now very well protected in the Republika Srpska. The UNESCO office in Paris accepted documentation prepared by the Commission and Visegrad municipality in 2006 for the nomination of the bridge over the river Drina to enter the UNESCO list of endangered monuments. Finally, on 28th of July in 2007, the bridge was included in the UNESCO World Heritage List. The most beautiful and descriptive writings about the bridge and the life around the bridge are written by Ivo Andrić. At this place where the Drina flows, between the black and steep mountains, the big stone bridge sits with its 11 arches. this big cobbled bridge, the precious building with unique beauty, presents constant and safe passage over the river Drina. The bridge connects Bosnia with Serbia and further with the rest of the Ottoman Empire, all the way to Constantinople. On one of the plates there is writing about the beauty of the bridge. The making of the bridge was so beautiful, whoever saw thought of it as a white pearl in the water and the arch as its shell. The construction of the bridge connected two river banks. The Drina couldn't damage the bridge even during the biggest flood of 1896, when the height reached about 14.6 meters. The biggest devastations to the bridge were during the First and Second World Wars, when a few pillars were destroyed. The bridge restoration was done during the period 1949 to 1952. In spite of time and developments, the bridge follows Andrić's thought. The life is an inapprehensible miracle that is being permanently dissipated and drifted, but it still stands sturdy as the bridge over the river Drina receives increasing significance. As the Grand Vizier Mehmed Pasha Sokolović gave back to his native land, Andrić did the same with his novel, The Bridge Over the River Drina, to Visegrad, the town in which he learned his first letters. Andrić was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature for his novel The Bridge Over the River Drina in 1961. The novel presents the history of Visegrad, describing the life around the bridge during 4 centuries. Everything is changing and passing by, only the bridge stays and resists time. During the building of the bridge, when the stone was pulled out from the nearby bath, a thermomineral water source was discovered. 2 Turkish baths were built, one of them is still in use. That was the beginning of tourism in Visegrad. Today, visitors have the opportunity to use the spa facilities and the hotel Vili na Vlas, located in the dense pine forest. The hotel has an indoor pool, underwater massage, and medicinal therapy. Visegrad town is located in the delta of the rivers Rezav and Drina, in the parish basin, together with the surrounding mountains of Tara, Zvezda and Stolac. These mountains are abundant with endemic forest, plants and wildlife. The uniqueness of Visegrad has had a big influence on its past, and it is giving an even bigger possibility for a brighter future. The name of the town is mentioned for the first time in 1433, when it belonged to a powerful principal family called Pavlović. Visegrad, as well as the medieval town of Dobrun, was also part of the Nemanjić state, then part of the Bosnian realm. The Ottomans invaded Visegrad in 1544. The only saved remains of the old town in Visegrad is Prince Marko's Tower. The tower during that period played a role as an observation post. The Dobrin Monastery, also known as the Kruševo Monastery, was built in 1343. This holy temple was built by the district prefect Pribil and his son Petar and Stefan. The monastery is totally picturesque. The most known, preserved till today, are frescoes of Emperor Dušan with his wife Jelena and son Uroš, as well as frescoes of the monastery's founder. We are expecting all of you, dear guests, to come and sit down in the garden that looks toward the bridge. To travel on a boat from the bridge on the river Drina up to the bridge at Žepa, and to bath in the Turkish bath from the period when the bridge was built, and to enhance yourself with the thoughts of Ivo Andrić. There are always reasons to visit Visegrad. Welcome to Visegrad. Welcome to the bridge over river Drina. Welcome to the Republika Srpska.